Hi everyone. As I was painting the garden shed the other day, a thought struck me. How many times in our lives do we spruce ourselves up on the outside, but totally neglect taking care of our souls on the inside? It says in 1 Samuel 16 verse 7, "Man looks on the outward appearance, but God looks on the heart. Inside, we are falling apart." At one stage in my life, I was like that. To everyone who met me, I was okay, but inside I was really breaking in two. Circumstances in my life were piling in on top of me to the point I contemplated taking my own life. I know now that God had his hand on my life that night and stopped me from taking tablets that would so easily have taken away my pain. God had a better life planned for me. I just needed to surrender my life to him, but I didn't want to do that. I still wanted to lead my own life, but I was also seeking answers to the many questions I had. God started to bring people across my path who helped me through the darkest period of my life. I was encouraged to open up and talk, and by April 2004, God had made such an impact on my life that I couldn't do anything else but give my life to him. I surrendered all. I gave over my faults and failures and all my sin. And now I have the gift of eternal life with him. Life has not always been a bed of roses since I got saved. There have been ups and downs, but God has walked with me all the way. It says in Jeremiah 29 verse 11, one of my favourite verses, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." I got married to Danny on the 7th of December 2007, the man God brought into my life when I needed someone just to listen, to love and care for me. In 2012, God clearly spoke into my life when he gave me a vision for a coffee shop. After lots of prayers and many miracles, on the 25th of August 2015, Restored Coffee Shop opened. God guided us with every decision that was made. There were mountaintop experiences and there were valley experiences as well. God never let us down. Throughout 2018, my health started to go downhill. I was feeling tired, I was in a lot of pain, and my blood pressure was sky high, and that was just to name a few. We decided after a number of sleepless nights and prayer that we needed to cut down on the workload. So we put our, by now, 2 shops together, and the Style Loft opened in March 2019. God's timing is always perfect. My mum was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in January 2019, and Danny, my husband, was diagnosed with angina in July 2019. But God already knew that I couldn't cope with any more. He was freeing up my time so that I would be more available to help care for those that I loved. Danny successfully went through a quadruple bypass on the 12th of March 2020 and got home just 5 days later, just before lockdown. Mum went home to be with Jesus on the 4th of April 2020, and I am so thankful for the precious times we had together. Even though this has been a difficult time, God's presence has been so real. He has carried us when we couldn't. So even when we make mistakes, God doesn't write us off. If we come to him and say we are sorry for our sins and ask him into our lives, we will be forgiven. Anyone who knows me knows how much I love music, and this song coming up now speaks of God's goodness to his children. Thank you for listening, and God bless.